I don't know what this girl was trying to do to me. It was this one girl I used to link with. We linked for like 8 months. And she had like this weird rule to where she was like, never hit it like you in love with me and never stay after we finish. So I obeyed those rules. But one day I came over and she was drinking her sour cream and onion chips. And she was drinking a Vest soda. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm not about to let this girl burp in my face. So we get it in and I wrapped my arm like around her neck. So where like my bicep was in her neck. And I just started focusing on something else. Did what I did. We get done. And she just laying there. So I shook her foot to see like if she gonna move. She was like, all right. I go downstairs. She was like, you ain't gotta leave right now. So I'm like, that would break the rule. So it was tons of red flags that she was going crazy. Because at one point she was sending me pictures of wedding dresses and stuff. And as a friend, I'm like, that's a nice dress. You know, just complimenting the dresses and stuff. Because why would I not compliment the dresses? And then she would say stuff like, boy, if you ever come over here again, you ain't leaving. Ha, 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 ha. I just brush it off. It wasn't no big deal, but those were red flags. But the biggest red flag was when I went over her house. Because she had called me over. We was going to do what we normally do. And when I got in there, she was blasting Michael Jackson, She's Out of My Life. That's my ish. That's my ish. So I was singing the song because that's my ish. But what I didn't realize was the song was on repeat. So I'm going to her kitchen, about to put my Gatorade in her refrigerator. Then I see on her table, she got like some socks with padlocks in them, some duct tape, some handcuffs, a bat with a sock pulled down on it. It was actually the matching sock to the socks that had the padlocks in them. 2 cell phones, 2 big containers of oatmeal. I don't know why the oatmeal was there. 1 brick, just 1 brick, and a stapler. I don't know what she was gonna do with the stapler either. And she came downstairs and was like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you got stuff on your table for your security. I mean, who doesn't do home security? Most women have a bat for security. Now the padlocks inside the socks, that was something different. Because I don't recall a scenario where I've seen somebody need padlocks inside of socks. But whatever. I looked in her hands, she had a pill bottle on her hands. And it was like the label was pulled off, but she had some big ass horse pills inside this bottle. So I started walking past her. And then when I got past, she was like, nah, for real, I'm sorry. As soon as I got to the door, I started running. I just started running. Because, like, I didn't know what else to do at that point. Because, like, who puts a sock on a bat? Like, what was you about to do with that? Like, I don't know. It was like so much stuff that I was like, I don't know what you about to do. So I'm hauling ass. I'm up. I'm going. I'm 2 blocks. No looking back. I'm just 2 blocks. I stop and look back. She right the fuck behind me. And I was just like, I ain't had no words. I was just like, ugh. She was like, look, just come on back to the crib. I can't drag you back because it would make a scene. And I was like, I'm not coming back. So I just kept walking. And it made it weird because she followed me. I was walking for like 3 hours. And I just kept constantly stopping and turning around going, I thought we were friends. And she wouldn't say nothing. And I was just like, I thought we were friends. And she just kept following me. She followed me for like 3 hours, finally gave up, went back to the crib. And I was like, we was cool until she did that weird shit. And it was like, I don't know how to communicate with you no more. So I stopped responding to her texts and stuff like that until her boyfriend called me. And this is where it got weird to me because me and her were in our 30s. Your boyfriend is freshly 20. So it was like, why did you give him my phone number? Because I was sitting here at one of my friends' houses. I answer my phone in East St. Louis. I answer my phone and I just hear, I ain't even mad at you. I ain't even mad at you. You know, for real, I ain't even mad at you. I ain't even motherfucking mad at you. I ain't mad at you. And I'm sitting there next to my friend. I'm like, I don't know who this is, but apparently he's not mad at me. He was like, I ain't even mad at you. You know what? It's fucked up, but I ain't even mad at you. So I'm still just sitting on the other end, not saying shit like, okay, well, we established that he's not mad at me. And then he finally was like, yeah, you was sitting there fucking with my girl. And I'm like, I don't know who your girl is, sir. And he was like, but I know who you are. And to me, that's problematic when you know who I am and I don't know who you are. Because I go a lot of places freely. And if I don't know if somebody ready to clunk me in my motherfucking head, it's a problem. So I'm steady trying to ease him into telling me who he was. He wouldn't tell me. And I'm sitting there like, okay, when the conversation's over with, I'm just going to put your phone number in Cash App and find out who the fuck you are anyway. But I want you to just go ahead and tell me who you are. And he just kept on rambling on. And then the other issue is he was young. So this is like his first real relationship. And you broke this little guy's heart and you using me as an scapegoat. Got this little kid ready to fuck me up. I don't know who the kid is. And it made me feel even older because I'm sitting on the other end looking like I got kids your age. And I never said that before in my life until that moment. But I didn't say it to him. I was saying it in my head. I was like, that kid's your motherfucking age. Eventually it died down. He just kept calling me, threatening me for months and months and months. But like eventually got over that shit. I don't know if he moved on to a different relationship or got back with her, but he eventually stopped threatening me. But to this very day, I don't know what the hell she was going to do to me with all those items. And every time I asked her, she wouldn't answer. So I just gave up. Here we are years later, still don't know what she was going to do to me in that house.